All right, we will be starting. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining the second ZALORA Earth Edit Live webinar of 2024. If you are joining us for the first time, thank you so much for your interest in this initiative, and we are really looking forward to working with you and finding out about your brand's sustainable range. And if you are joining for the second time from a previous year, welcome back, and thank you so much for your continued support towards our Earth Edit initiative, and we hope to continue working with you. So before we get stuck in, I just want all of us to know that this session will be recorded for referral purposes, and all participants today will be getting a link to watch the recording of this webinar, as well as the information deck and any other documents mentioned today. So I'll start with an introduction. My name's Amelia. I'm an executive at ZALORA's sustainability team. My main role is all things Earth Edit. So that means that I'm one of the people doing the verification, product tagging, product discovery, as well as always continuously trying to improve our Earth Edit in any way that we can. And in these webinars, I'm usually joined by our associate manager in our sustainability team, Rachel Wong. However, she has just started her maternity leave, so she will be back in a few months, and she will still also be a point of contact for Earth Edit matters as well. All right, so I'll just go over an agenda for today's session. So we'll just be starting with a brief introduction of ZALORA's sustainability journey, and then we'll be going over a couple of the one of the benefits for joining the Earth Edit, as well as, of course, how you can join Earth Edit. And then we'll be moving on to the bulk of the webinar today, which is a more detailed explanation and overview of our Earth Edit tags and criteria. And then we'll briefly go over our verification process, and then we'll end the session with a Q&A. So we will be answering all questions at the end. However, if you would like to submit any questions throughout the webinar, you can do so. So how you can do that is you can click on this button on the bottom right of your screen, which should be like a triangle, square, and circle button. Then you can scroll down to find the Q&A section, which you can click on. This will pop up. This window will pop up, and then you can click on Ask a Question to submit your query. But if you would like to have your question answered right away, you can also raise your hand, and then you can verbally, we'll allow you to verbally ask your question. I'll assist you with unmuting your mic. All right, so we'll go ahead and start with a little bit about ZALORA's sustainability journey. So as a group under our parent company, Global Fashion Group, we have worked together to set out our sustainability strategy, which we call our People and Planet Positive strategy. So I won't be going into too much detail about the whole strategy, but if you would like to know more about it, you can check out our sustainability page on our corporate website. Once you get this deck, you can actually click on this diagram, and it will direct you straight to the sustainability page, or you can manually check it out yourself at corporate.zalora.com. So for today's topic, the Earth Edit, it is under our Sustainability Assortment Initiative, which falls under our Climate Action pillar. And for each of our initiatives, we, of course, have targets that we've set out to aim to achieve. And so the target that we have set out for the Earth Edit specifically is a 2030 target of which is we are aiming to achieve 20% of all of ZALORA's units sold to be from products that fulfill at least one Earth Edit criteria. So, of course, the reason that we have a target for this is because we, as players in the fashion industry, we, of course, recognize that our most significant environmental impact lies in raw material production and product preparation and processing. So with the Earth Edit, we're really hoping to inspire a shift towards more conscious shopping behaviors that are associated with lower carbon impact, as well as be able to boost and provide greater visibility for products that are made with more sustainable materials or are made via methods that are associated with lower environmental or social impact. So that's why it's really important for us to seek to collaborate with our brand partners to find out more about their sustainable ranges as well and what role they can play in the Earth Edit. So what is ZALORA's Earth Edit? So ZALORA's Earth Edit is a curation or a range of products and brands that present a more ethical or environmental benefit in comparison to their conventional counterparts. And the way that we are able to curate these selections is through our specific set of criteria that we have defined internally for those products to be tagged as part of our Earth Edit. So the reason that we have our own specific set of criteria is so that we're able to provide a more common framework and a more consistent way to define and communicate any sustainability attributes of the products on our ZALORA platforms, because so we're able to kind of be a little bit more specific with it as well, because the words sustainable, conscious, ethical, or even like eco-friendly, those type of terms can be quite subjective and can be defined in many different ways. And another reason that we provide this framework is so that we are able to provide a level of transparency, verification, as well as traceability for any of the sustainability claims that we make on our website. So a couple things to note here. Our specific set of criteria is made with the concept of evolving in mind. It is meant to evolve as ZALORA evolves. And we're always seeking to improve our approach on sustainability. And that's why as well we are very keen to collaborate with our brand partners and learn from them on their own approach towards sustainability as well. And another thing that we would like to let all of our brand partners know is that our specific set of criteria is what we use to define a sustainable or a conscious product on our platform. So if your product doesn't meet our sustainability criteria, it doesn't necessarily mean that that product is deemed unethical or unsustainable. It just means that it was made with a different set of criteria in mind in comparison to the one that we can provide on our platform. So if you have been with the Earth Edit before, you may recognize some of these Earth Edit tags, most notably sustainable materials or community engagement. However, one of the biggest updates that we're going to be sharing today is that we have completely revamped all of our Earth Edit tags so that they are a little bit more specific, a little bit more transparent, and a little bit and better, basically, for our more conscious shoppers. So we have currently changed them to these Earth Edit tags on the screen. So we have organic materials, responsibly sourced materials, recycled materials, lower impact production process, animal-friendly, organic and natural ingredients, extended use, and pre-loved. So we will be going into each of these product tags in the next section of the webinar in a little bit more detail. But before we do that, I'd love to just go over how the Earth Edit can be beneficial to our brand partners. So we conduct a customer survey every 2 years. So these are some of the results from our customer survey in July 2023. And these are the results from our Malaysian respondents, which is one of, if not the biggest market of ZALORA. So in the survey, we set out a few sustainability related statements. And we asked our respondents to rate those statements based on how much they agree with it. So one of the statements was, I currently buy brands, including apparel, footwear, accessories, and beauty brands, which are ethical or sustainable. And 62% of our respondents agreed with this statement, which is quite a big jump from the last time we did our customer survey in 2021. It has increased by 28% of our respondents. The next statement is, I consider the ethical or sustainable features of the fashion items when I make a purchase, and 63% agreed. And then the last statement for today is, I have changed my fashion brands or retailers of choice because of ethical or sustainable qualities of their items. And 51% agreed to this statement. So from the survey, we're really able to see a shift in what our customers want. We are seeing that our customers do want a more sustainable option, a more ethical option. And we're really proud and really happy to provide the Earth Edit as a way for our customers to discover products that can help them in this preference. So here are some of the statistics of the Earth Edit as of October this year. So we currently represent 8.9% of ZALORA's total units sold. We're also seeing 19% of ZALORA's active customers shop within our Earth Edit range, and we have currently collected 700 participating brands and more than 500,000 live SKUs. So yeah, we're actually quite a fast-growing category on ZALORA. And then here are some of the key benefits that the Earth Edit can provide for your brand. So being part of the Earth Edit creates greater customer awareness, as well as boosts your brand image for contributing in a more conscious way towards the fashion industry. It also means that your products participate in recurrent on-site campaigns, newsletters, and social media posts and exposures. It also creates more ways of your product being discovered through our Earth Edit category banners on both website and our mobile app. And then we also provide greater product distinction for Earth Edit products on the main catalog for customers to see. So here are some of the examples of our on-site campaigns that we conduct exclusively for the Earth Edit range. So we do both tactical and non-tactical campaigns. Our Earth Edit products also will participate in our big campaigns like BFS, 11/11, etc. And we also have large campaigns for Earth Day as well, where we really push just our Earth Edit products. Here are some examples of our social media pushes. So we will post social media posts regarding the Earth Edit, as well as conducting campaigns for certain environmental awareness dates, like Earth Day. And these has really helped to direct traffic towards the Earth Edit on ZALORA, as well as educate our customers in sustainable fashion and the type of sustainable fashion that we offer as well. And then here are some examples of newsletters. So these are newsletters that we will send to all of our customers on a monthly basis. And this sort of just helps to promote more conscious shopping, as well as inspire our customers with current trends and how they can participate in them in a more conscious way. So in terms of product discoverability, we do have exclusive and extra entry points for our Earth Edit customers to discover our products. So on each of our category banners for each category, we will have a Earth Edit entry point, which is highlighted in green. And when a customer clicks on this, they will be able to see this page where they can either shop the entire range or they can shop by their favorite Earth Edit attributes, or they can even shop by our top Earth Edit brands. So this is what it would look like on our website. And then on the app, we will also have a Earth Edit entry point in each category, which is again highlighted in green, featuring our Earth Edit logo. So when a customer clicks on one of those entry points, they will be met with a catalog page like this. So the relevant Earth Edit filters will be applied automatically. And these filters are also, of course, available on every catalog as long as there are Earth Edit products. So for example, if a customer is looking for beauty products, but specifically beauty products that have been verified to be cruelty-free or vegan, they can click on the animal-friendly filter, and that's where they can find all of their Earth Edit beauty products. And each of our Earth Edit products will also feature a product tag, which says Earth Edit, is highlighted in green in the top right of the product page. So when a customer clicks on one of our Earth Edit products, they will be met with a product page like this, and it will also feature the Earth Edit product tag. And then when they scroll down, they will also find the Earth Edit block. So once they click on this, they will be directed to the Earth Edit PDF card. So I'll just let the GIF sort of scroll down and show you guys what it looks like. So what the PDV card is for is essentially to provide more detailed explanation of that Earth Edit claim attached to that product. And again, this really helps with providing transparency and an ease of verification of that relevant sustainability claim. So yeah, this is sort of what it looks like. It will give the customer more information about each of the selection criteria. And then each of them will also have a learn more button. And when they click on that, this will pop up. And this kind of gives them a little bit more information about that specific criteria, as well as the kind of products that it would include. All right, so after that, I'm sure you're wondering how you can join the Earth Edit. So there are a few different ways that you can do so. However, I would like to preface all of these methods by saying that each Earth Edit submission, Earth Edit product submission will have to go through the Earth Edit team first for verification so that we are able to confirm that the Earth Edit claim is in fact true. So one of the ways that you can submit products to be part of the Earth Edit is through the SKU line sheet. So yeah, if you are one of our retail or outbound sellers, you may be submitting your SKUs through the SKU line sheet. And on the SKU line sheet, there is actually a sustainability claim column. So what you can do is you can provide any information about your sustainable product in the sustainability claim column. So we will be going through a little bit about what kind of proof or what kind of information you can provide so that your product can be approved as part of our Earth Edit in the next few slides. But yeah, essentially you can provide the information in the sustainability claim for that corresponding SKU on the SKU line sheet. If you are a marketplace seller, you can also submit SKUs on the seller center. So you can do this by clicking on products and then add a new product. And then under product information, you can click on show more. And then if you scroll down, you'll be able to find the Earth Edit block. So on this block, you will be able to you will find two drop-down lists. And then in these drop-downs, you can click the relevant Earth Edit tag and criteria for your product. And then in the proof field, again, you can provide whatever information that will help us to verify your Earth Edit claim. And then once you have filled this in and submitted your SKU, and it has already been approved by QC, the Earth Edit team will then be notified, and then we will verify your product to see if it can join the Earth Edit range. And then alternatively, you can also manually submit your Earth Edit SKU submissions to directly to the Earth Edit team through our email, earth_edit@zalora.com. So after this webinar, we will be sending you this deck as well as webinar recording, as well as this Earth Edit submission form. So I'll just go ahead and show all of you the submission form right now. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. Yeah, okay. So here's the Earth Edit submission form. It's actually quite a simple Excel format. So you can just provide us with your supplier name and brand name, as well as your SKU supplier configuration, as well as the ZALORA SKU code. So please do provide the ZALORA SKU code, as this is what we use to actually identify the product in our backend for the to apply the product tag. And then in the Earth Edit tag column, you can click on the corresponding cell, and it will have a drop down for all of the different tag options. So let's say this product specifically is a organic materials product. Then in Earth Edit criteria, it's another drop down, so you can click on the relevant criteria for that product. So this column is specific to what you put in the tag column as well. So for example, if your product is actually a recycled product, then you'll be able to choose from the different recycled criteria as well. And then again, in the link to proof column, again, you can provide whatever information it is that will help us to verify that this claim is in fact true. And then we have also provided additional columns for you to add more Earth Edit claims to attach to your product if you would like. So yeah, that is the Earth Edit submission sheet. It's quite simple and straightforward. And we would say that providing the Earth Edit submission sheet to us is definitely the most efficient way to get your products approved for Earth Edit, because it does go directly to our team. All right, so now we're going to move on into the bulk of the webinar, and I'll be explaining a little bit more in detail about each of the Earth Edit criteria. But before we do that, I would just like to remind all of you on how you can submit questions throughout the webinar if you would like. You can click on the triangle, square, circle button. You can scroll down to click Q&A, and then you can click on Ask a Question to submit your query. All right, so here is just a overview of all of our Earth Edit tags and the criteria associated with them. So you may remember what I previously said about our Earth Edit tags changing. So you may have recognized that we have kind of removed our sustainable materials Earth Edit tag. So technically, yes, we did remove them, but also we kind of just revised it so that it's a little bit more specific. So the reason that we did that is so that we are able to kind of get straight to the point of like why that material itself is sustainable. So instead of saying, okay, this product is made of sustainable material, we are saying this product is sustainable because it is organically grown material, or it's a recycled material. So yeah, we have actually kind of revamped the sustainable materials Earth Edit tag to be separated into 3 Earth Edit tags. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Our organic materials Earth Edit tag would have all of our organic materials. And for example, like our recycled materials tag would have all of our recycled materials. So, and then for our responsibly sourced materials, that's where all of our materials that are sourced responsibly. So I will go through a little bit more detail about each of these as well. And then here are the rest of our Earth Edit tags. So our lower impact production process Earth Edit tag was actually previously called eco production. So again, we changed the name of that so that we can be a little bit more specific on what it is that makes that production, the production method of that product more sustainable. Then we have animal friendly, so no changes there. And then we have organic and natural ingredients. So this was previously called clean beauty. And then we have extended use. So extended use is a new tag, but it is also sort of a revamped, reimagined, rethought version of our circular by design Edit tag. So yeah, it is now extended use. And then lastly, we have pre-loved. So I won't be going into detail about pre-loved today, but essentially what it is our Earth Edit tag for secondhand luxury products that have been authenticated and are provided by our certified pre-loved resellers. So yeah, I'll be starting to explain a little bit more about each of the criteria, starting with the materials type of Earth Edit tags. So we'll start with organic materials first. So yeah, again, pretty self-explanatory. This is the Earth Edit tag for all of our organically grown materials. So this will have like organic cotton, organic linen, organic hemp, silk, and wool. So for our organic materials, we do require for the product to be to consist of organic materials that have been certified by a organic certification scheme. So this is usually OCS or GOTS. It can also be from Organic Fair Trade for organic cotton, or European Flax Organic for organic linen. Or if you have another type of organic certification for your organic material, please do tell us more about it and send us more information about that as well. We would love to consider it to be part of this criteria. And then just to note, we do require for all the products tagged under these criteria to consist of at least 50% of that organic material in the main material composition of your product. So for example, we would require for an organic cotton product to consist of at least 50% in its material composition. All right, next we have recycled materials. Again, kind of self-explanatory. This is where we'll find all of our recycled type of materials. So we have some popular ones here, like recycled polyester, recycled polyamide or nylon, and recycled cotton. We have also newly added recycled linen, recycled hemp, and recycled acrylic. So again, we do require for these products, for these materials to be certified, certified recycled. So the most popular certifications would usually be GRS or RCS. Or again, you can let us know if you have another type of certification for your recycled material. And again, for each of these materials, we do have a material composition threshold of at least 50%, with the exception of recycled cotton, linen, and hemp, for which the threshold is 30% of the product's main material. And the reason for this is essentially we have seen the trend in among our suppliers and among our brands. These three type of recycled materials don't tend to be in large percentages in a product. So we do want to make sure that we are including these anyway, so that we can recognize a brand's good efforts towards including recycled materials in their products. All right, so next is responsibly sourced materials. So we do get quite a lot of questions regarding this edit tag, but essentially this tag is for recognizing products that are made of raw, forest-based or natural fibers type of materials that have been sourced in a responsible manner, be it environmentally or socially or ethically. So this is where you'll find all of our viscose materials, modal, lyocell, any type of materials like that. And again, we do require for them to be certified. And the most popular certifications from this would be things like FSC or PEFC. It can also be Lenzing Ecoferro Viscose or Modal or Brilla Liveco. Or we also accept Tencel Lyocell, Tencel Modal. Under this Earth Edit tag, you'll also find our responsibly sourced down criteria and responsibly sourced wool. So this is where all of our responsible down standard, responsible wool standard products will be. And again, there is a threshold for all of these criteria of at least 50% of the product's main material composition. So I'll just go in a little bit more detail about these criteria. So for responsibly sourced cotton, we do have a few certifications that we can accept for these products. So it can be either Cotton Made in Africa or CMIA, Australian Cotton, BCI, specifically physical segregation instead of mass balance, Real Cotton or US Cotton Trust Protocol. So for these certifications, we do also have specific material thresholds for this. So I will get into that in the next section of the webinar. And then we also accept fair trade certified cotton, which means that the cotton has been grown in fields that are rain-fed, which helps to reduce region's water footprint. It is also grown without the use of genetically modified cotton seeds that would require excessive resources for growth. And the fair trade certification also ensures that farmers' health and safety, as well as their human rights, are protected as well. And then for our responsibly sourced linen, we do accept European flags or real certified linen. And these certification schemes just ensure that each step of the linen product production is thoroughly inspected, which helps for the product to adhere to a certain level of quality, as well as committing to a reduction in its regional ecological footprint. Okay, and then as for our responsibly sourced acetate, viscose, modal, or lyocell criteria. So for these criteria, we do accept certifications from the Forest Stewardship Council, or FSC, or the Program for the Endorsement of Forest Certification, PEFC. So yeah, these type of certification schemes ensure that forests are protected and ensures that raw materials derived from forest-based products are sourced from well-managed forests. So this just helps to ensure that all of these materials are being sourced in a way that reduces its environmental impact. And then again, for our Lysol, modal or viscose products, we do accept Tencel, Lindsay Vivero, or Brilla Libeco. And again, all of the participants today will be receiving a copy of this deck, so you will be able to click on all of these links if you'd like to know more about each of these certifications. All right, and then next we have the responsibly sourced wool and down criteria. So again, these criteria do require certifications from any of the responsible animal fiber frameworks that are made by the Textile Exchange. So these frameworks just provide standards for suppliers or brands to adhere to a certain level of animal welfare, as well as protection of the land that those animals graze on. And yeah, so these standards just ensure that all of these requirements and standards are met. And then specifically for the responsible down standard, this just ensures that that the geese and ducks that provide those down feathers are not subjected to any unnecessary harm such as live plucking or force feeding. Okay, so we'll move on to the animal-friendly Earth Edit tag. So there haven't been too many changes to this Earth Edit tag, but yeah, essentially this is for products that are made using non-animal alternative materials or are made with methods associated with good animal welfare. So we have just two criteria, vegan and not tested on animals. So for vegan products, for the vegan criteria, we do only accept footwear products or beauty products or any other product that is intended to be a substitute to a leather or fur-based product. So we do require for these products to be certified vegan. So the most common certification would definitely be PETA approved vegan, but we can also accept vegan.org or Vegan Society certifications. And if you have any other vegan certifications for your products, you can also send that over to us for our review. For the not tested on animals criteria, this criteria is just reserved for beauty products only. So again, we would require for these products to be certified animal testing free. So this is usually either by PETA as well, or the Leaping Bunny, Cruelty Free International, or even Choose Cruelty Free, which is an Australian-based certification. Again, if you have another type of certification, please do let us know so that we can review it as well. All right, next we have the lower impact production process Earth Edit tag. So this product tag is to recognize products that are manufactured through a process with lower environmental impact, as well as committing to using less harmful chemicals. So for our certified free of harmful chemicals criteria, for this one, we accept two certifications, either Oecotex or Blue Sign. So for Oecotex, we do require for the certification to be on a product level rather than a material level. So that means that your individual product, the whole product, has been tested to ensure that there have been no harmful chemicals in the product, as well as in the product in the production process. And then for Blue Sign, so Blue Sign is more typically a brand level certification. So yeah, if your brand has been certified in Blue Sign, that does mean that all of your textile production sites and your processes have been tested, and there have been no traces of harmful chemicals. So if your brand is certified by Blue Sign, do let us know. We would love to have you be part of the Earth Edit. So next we have the responsibly sourced leather criteria. So this criteria is essentially for all of our leather working group certified products. So the Leather Working Group, or LWG, is a not-for-profit membership organization for stakeholders across the leather supply chain. And it is a membership program. So this means that all the members are audited against protocols designed to certify leather manufacturers according to their environmental compliance and performance. So yeah, if your brand or if your supplier is a member of the Leather Working Group, do let us know, and we can actually get your Earth Edit your leather products tagged as Earth Edit. Next, we have chrome-free tan leather. So this is for any certified leather products that have been tanned without the use of chromium. So chrome tanning can be really harmful to tannery workers, and it can also be harmful to the environment when the chromium enters waste streams. So so chrome-free tan leather just means it decreases pollution by the tanning industry. It also actually improves the biodegradability of that leather product. And then we also have a criteria for solvent-free PU or polyurethane products. So that means that there have been no use of organic solvents in the processing of the polyurethane, which means that because organic solvents can be very toxic and volatile, which is very harmful to the environment. So yeah, with polyurethane that has been processed without any organic solvents, that would mean that they have lower impact towards the environment. Okay, then this is one of our newer criteria, which is cradle to cradle. So this one is for any products that have been certified by the cradle to cradle certification scheme. And this scheme basically provides standards or frameworks for the product to be assessed according to its safety, circularity, and responsibility of the materials used in the product. So they do have a different set of criteria for this, usually across a couple of different pillars, such as material health, product circularity, clean air and climate protection, water and soil stewardship, and social fairness. And cradle-to-cradle products also tend to be more durable and long-lasting, creating more so that you can prolong its shelf life. They can also be designed to be multi-purpose or even have a second use once the quality diminishes, thus again prolonging its shelf life and avoiding it becoming waste. So next we have the organic and natural ingredients edit tag. So this one is also just for beauty products. So yeah, again, pretty straightforward. This one is for any beauty products that are made of certified natural or organic ingredients. So we do also require certifications for this one, like EcoCert, NATRU, ICEA. So this is a full list of the certifications that we recognize. Again, if you have any other type of organic or natural ingredients certifications, you can send it over to us for our review. All right, and then the last Earth Edit tag we'll be discussing is extended use. So this Earth Edit tag, again, is kind of a revamped version of Circular by Design, except we are focusing more on the full circular life cycle of a product. So we have changed the criteria for this one quite a bit. So the first one is upcycled. So upcycled products are made using fabrics that are sourced either through textile process scrap materials or is a existing used textile product. And these upcycled products have basically been repurposed to create a completely new product. So they're made using byproducts or waste materials, unwanted materials, and are then transformed into a completely new product with better quality and environmental value. So we do have a lot of our brands ask us what's the difference between upcycled and recycled products. So recycled products are made using a recycled material. So that means that the suppliers of that recycled material has taken a older scrap material or a scrap product, and they have shredded it, turned it into a completely different material by spinning it into yarn, and then creating a completely new material to create a new product. While upcycled items are made using a textile product that is as it is, and the only process that it would go through is maybe like cleaning or dyeing, and then it is used as it is to create a new product. So it doesn't go through any rigorous recycling process to create new material. It is made with the waste textile as it is. Okay, next we have the repaired criteria. So this is for any products that have been repaired or restored by replacing or putting together components that were previously torn or broken in that product, and basically restoring it back to its original state or back to a sound or healthy state. So yeah, this helps to kind of prolong its shelf life for a product that would have otherwise been thrown away and created unnecessary waste. And then lastly, of this criteria, of this Earth Edit tag, we have the reusable packaging criteria. So this one is for any reusable products that are intentionally made to substitute a version of the same product that would have normally been disposed after one use. It's also applicable to any self-care or cleaning products that are refillable or are themselves a refill option. So for this criteria, we do require for both the product, the refillable product, and the refill option to be available on ZALORA, and we will be able to tag both of those products to be part of this reusable packaging criteria. All right, so that is pretty much the last of the Earth Edit tags and criteria that we will be discussing today. So before we move on to the verification process and the kind of proof that we would need for each of these claims, I'd like to just go over the tags and criteria that we have since removed as of March 2024. So yeah, like I mentioned, our sustainable materials Earth Edit tag has kind of been revamped to be separated into 3 tags. However, we have removed some of the criteria under that one as well. So most notably our linen, hemp, and jute criteria. So instead of recognizing all types of linen, hemp, and jute products, we are now only tagging products that are certified by either certified organic, recycled, or sourced responsibly. So yeah, your linen products can still be eligible. However, we do just want to kind of ensure that these products have a level of traceability and transparency. The eco-production Earth Edit tag has now been changed to lower impact production process, and we have removed some of the criteria as well, most notably manufactured locally. So the reason that we removed this criteria is because we reviewed it and we kind of came to the conclusion that it's not really, it doesn't really consider the whole life cycle of a product, even though its last stage manufacturing was done in locally where it is sold. So it does sort of fail to consider where the materials of that product came from or where it was first formed, which may not have been a very traceable or transparent process. All right, so for animal friendly, we just removed the non-mulesed wool criteria because this is sort of already included with the certifications for responsibly sourced wool, which is the responsible wool standard. We have also completely removed the Earth Edit tag community engagement along with all of its criteria. And the reason for this is basically we are wanting to focus more on the actual product and the content of the products itself. We've also removed the fair production Earth Edit tag for the same reason. The clean beauty Earth Edit tag has been changed to organic and natural ingredients. And then our circular by design Earth Edit tag has been removed and has been replaced by extended use. All right, so I'll just briefly go over our verification process, focusing more on our principles and the kind of information that we would need. So so here are just some of our principles. So essentially, again, like I mentioned, for any product to be tagged as part of our Earth Edit, it does need to go through a verification process. So it's verified internally by ZALORA's Earth Edit team. So basically what we are doing is just assessing the product compliance against our Earth Edit criteria and its requirements. So the way that you can help us with this is by providing, along with your submission, a public claim on your brand's website, including the relevant information. So this can be either in the product page on your website or in the information page on your website that would provide us with the detail on regarding the Earth Edit claim that you've attached with your product. You can also provide us with any other documents that helps to prove your claim. So this could be like a certification document from whatever certification that is relevant to your aesthetic claim, or you can even send us any sort of photographic evidence. So we do have some brands that send us their physical products label, especially for like Owaco-Tex certification. So every Owaco-Tex certified product will have a Owaco-Tex label, so you can send us that as well. Or even for beauty products, often the packaging will have a the logo of the certification or the license that they have for a like animal-friendly certification. Or alternatively, you can send us the website to that certification website that you have a license from, and you can send us the link to in that certification website that's relevant to your product or to your brand. Okay, and then specifically for the materials type of Earth Edit tags, so the organic materials, recycled materials, and responsibly sourced materials. For these Earth Edit tags and for any claims for this, it is really, really highly crucial that we have access or we are able to know about your product's full material information. So that means we do need the material composite percentage of your product's sustainable materials. So even if it is 100% of that sustainable material, we do require to verify that it meets the material threshold. And then we would, of course, like to know the exact type of material according to the criteria that we have. So for example, you can see down here, this material composition has very well stated the exact type of recycled material it has, so recycled polyester, as well as made clear the material composite percentage. So for this product, it can be tagged as part of our recycled polyester Earth Edit criteria. And then here's another example. So even though it is made of 100% tensile lyocell, it has stated so, and it has also specifically stated the type of lyocell and the certification that is attached to it. So again, this can be approved as part of our responsibly sourced lyocell criteria. So here you can find some of the more specific thresholds that we have for each of our materials criteria. So most of them will have a threshold of at least 50%, but we do have some exceptions. So for example, Australian cotton, we do require for 60% or more of the product to be made of Australian cotton. For again, for recycled cotton, linen, or hemp, we have a threshold of 30%. For recycled elastane, we do require for all 100% of the elastane content in the product to be recycled. And then for our responsibly sourced down criteria, we require for all the down in the product all the down feathers in the product to be sourced from a from a supplier that is certified responsible down standard. All right, so these next few slides is mostly for your reference once you once we have sent this deck to you. So yeah, essentially it is just outlining the kind of proof that we would need for any of the criteria that in our Earth Edit. So for example, with organic materials, again, you can provide us the product page for that specific product, as well as any certifications that you have attached to that material. And then again, once you get this deck, you can also click on all of these links to find out more about the certification as well. So yeah, these are all for the responsibly sourced materials criteria. For animal friendly, again, for vegan, we will only be considering footwear, beauty products, and other leather alternative products. We will also be considering for the not tested on animals is only for beauty products. Again, for Owaco-Tex certification, this is a products, but we would want a product level certification for this one. Blue sign is on a brand level, and the responsibly sourced leather criteria is for our leather working group members. Yep. So this is the rest of them for cradle to cradle. This is also a product level certification. And then again, for organic and natural ingredients, this that tag is all for our beauty products. And then for extended use, so our extended use that tag will not require a certification because these most of these criteria is regarding the product itself, which in the proof is kind of in the pudding, if you will. So you can just send us a little bit more information about your upcycling or repair process that you have perhaps on your brand's website or any other partner's website, or you can even again send us any photographic evidence of your product regarding this criteria. And then again, for reusable packaging, you can provide us a link to both your refillable product and the refill product or refill option. And both of those products can be tagged as long as we have the relevant information. All right, so that is the last of the sections for today's session. Thank you all so much for listening. So now we'll be moving on to the Q&A session. So again, you can submit your questions by clicking on this button, and then Q&A, and then ask a question to submit your queries. So we'll just give maybe another 10 minutes to submit any questions. I'm seeing that there aren't any questions just yet, so maybe we'll just go over some of the frequently asked questions that we do get. So one of them is, what category does the Earth Edit cover? So our Earth Edit tags are applicable to any fashion, beauty, or home textile products or brands. But we do plan on evolving the Earth Edit criteria and requirements. So if your products don't fall under these categories, but you would like for it to be considered as part of Earth Edit, do let us know a little bit more about the kind of certifications or partnerships that you have. And we would love to consider it for the next time that we review our set of criteria. Okay, another question is there a minimum number of SKUs to be featured per brand? So no, we don't have a minimum requirement of SKU submissions per brand because our product, our Earth Edit tags are on a product level. So as long as that individual product has been reviewed and has proved to meet any of our Earth Edit criteria, it is eligible for to join the Earth Edit range. So how long does it take to process a verification? So the verification process does depend on the number of SKUs that we get in your submission. It typically takes less than a week, but it can take a little bit more if it's a longer list of SKUs. So if you would like to speed up the process, do just ensure that you are providing us with sufficient information about your Earth Edit claim. And that would make it a lot easier for us to verify that claim and get it approved and to apply the Earth Edit tag as well on our back end. Okay, and then another question is certification needed for each product in order to list under ZALORA's Earth Edit? So yes, we do require certifications for all of our products. And again, some certifications are product specific, some are material specific, and some are on a brand level. So this could be like our animal testing free certifications or Blue Sign. So essentially, yes, all Earth Edit products do require certification with the exception of our extended use products. For that, we will need to sort of take a look at the product itself. And it is essentially expected that brands hold these certifications to at least the fabric stage. And we would like for the brands to ensure for themselves that they have met all of the requirements for that certification and hold the relevant licenses required to make the on-product claim. Right, we do have a couple more questions. So are bags made with recycled materials eligible to join Earth Edit? So they are definitely eligible, but again, we do require more information about the specific recycled material itself. And of course, it does have a there will be a threshold regarding depending on the type of recycled material. Okay, so does the whole component of a product need to be made of recycled materials to be eligible for Earth Edit tagging? So no, definitely not, but we do still have a threshold, again, for the material composition. So for most recycled materials, there's a threshold of at least 50% of the product's main material composition, with the exception of recycled cotton, recycled linen, and recycled hemp, for which the threshold is 30% of the materials for the product's material composition. Again, yeah, sorry. And then the next question is it possible to combine Earth Edit tags on a product which is made from different materials or has several certifications? So yes, this is definitely possible. So for example, if your product is made of 100% organic cotton, but is also OECO-TEX certified, we can apply both the organic materials Earth Edit tag and the lower impact production process Earth Edit tag for this. We can also do it on a material level. So for example, if your product is made of, just for example, 70% organic cotton and 30% organic linen, we can apply both of those criteria as well. Or even if it's made of 70% organic cotton and 30% recycled cotton, we can apply both of those tags as well. All right, so again, you can submit any questions that you may have through the Q&A. You can follow these steps, or you can even raise your hand, and I can help to give you access to unmute your mic. So we did get a question from our registration form, which was, what are the top sustainability materials in demand in the Earth Edit category? So for this, our most common Earth Edit materials that we have in our range is definitely recycled polyester. That one tends to be the most popular pretty much every year. One of our biggest categories is sports. So there are actually a lot of sports products that are being made with recycled polyester. That seems to be the trend with our bigger sports players. Sports clothing players, sorry. And then the next one would definitely be organic cotton. So we are seeing a little more organic cotton being used in casual clothing nowadays as well. We're also seeing a rise with more responsibly sourced materials, so responsibly sourced viscose, lyocell in casual clothing as well. And then the rest would definitely be more recycled materials as well. So like recycled polyamide, recycled cotton, and we're also seeing a rise in recycled linen as well. And we did also have another question about bamboo-based materials. So the question was, is bamboo considered a sustainable material by the Earth Edit criteria? So this is sort of a conditional acceptance by our criteria. So bamboo-based materials, again, are conditionally accepted. We would typically accept bamboo materials that are certified by any third-party organization or certification scheme that we mentioned in this webinar. So this could be like FSC, Lensing, Test Cell. So so we do get quite a lot of submissions for bamboo-based lyocell, and that's definitely a great effort towards sustainability. However, we do require for that material to be certified by a third-party organization. So yeah, if you are using bamboo lyocell in products, it would be great if you can also let us know about any certifications you have attached to that material. And then we did have another question about the top color, the type of the more popular colors in our Earth Edit range. So we are seeing more like sort of evergreen and more neutral colorways in our Earth Edit range. So that will be like blacks, browns, blues and whites. And yeah, so this tends to be the trend we feel with sustainable clothing, because they do kind of, these brands do want to create a product that is a little bit more evergreen and more neutral, not really in like a very loud or shiny color, so that these products are a bit more versatile and more approachable towards our more conscious customers as well. So yeah, I think that's all of the questions that we got from our registration forms. Again, if you have any more questions for today, you can submit them through our Q&A. But if you have a question after this webinar or after today, you can, of course, reach out to our Earth Edit team at earth_edit@zalora.com. So feel free to email us. We would love to learn more about your sustainable range, as well as and answer any questions that you may have as well. So I think maybe we can give another 5 minutes just to let everyone think of questions if they have any. Then we can end the session for today. Okay, we did get a question here. Is sports the most popular category in Earth Edit? So yes, definitely it is. So any type of sports performance apparel has been really popular under our Earth Edit range. And this is mostly because of the use of recycled polyester, recycled polyamide. That tends to be quite a popular material amongst the sports brands that we have on our platform today. Other than that, we are, of course, getting quite steady increase in sales in terms of our just general casual tops and bottoms as well. And we are also actually seeing quite a rise in animal-friendly beauty products as well. So we do have quite a lot of animal testing free certified beauty products, as well as vegan beauty products. So it's been quite, we're quite happy to see that rise as well. Okay, I think maybe just another 2 minutes and then we can end the session for today. And if you have any questions, do feel free to ask in the Q&A, or you can contact us through this email anytime in your convenience. And again, this session was recorded, so we will be sending the webinar recording to all the participants today, along with this information deck, as well as the Earth Edit submission sheet for your perusal. All right, I think maybe we can end the session today here. So thank you again, all the participants today for joining the second Earth Edit webinar of 2024. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope it was very informative for you. Again, we will be sending all of you an email with the webinar recording, Earth Edit deck, and Earth Edit submission form attached, and hope to be in contact with you and all your brands soon. Thank you so much for joining, everyone.